The story of Lincoln on the planet Lzita, near the city of Clunson, paints a picture of a once harmonious community now facing the challenges of a changing environment. Lzita was previously a planet under human control, known for its openness and harmony among beings from various parts of the galaxy. Over time, the human population on Lzita was replaced by other beings from across the galaxy. While some of these newcomers were friendly, others brought hostility to the planet. As the human population dwindled and other beings took over, Lzita underwent a transformation into a hostile environment over the course of 20 years. This shift in dynamics brought about significant changes to the planet's social fabric and living conditions. Amidst the changes on Lzita, the community of Lincoln emerged as a residential area near Clunson. It served as a refuge for both humans and other beings seeking safety and security amidst the growing hostility of the planet. The residents of Lincoln faced numerous challenges as the planet became increasingly hostile. They had to adapt to the changing environment and find ways to coexist with the new inhabitants while preserving their own safety and way of life. Lincoln is a residential area located northwest of Clunson, surrounded by walls and gates to protect its inhabitants. The community consists of approximately 1,000 humans and 500 bondslands, who coexist peacefully behind their fortified perimeter. Despite their efforts to maintain peace, the residents of Lincoln find themselves facing increasing dangers. The influx of foreigners into the city brings both opportunities for trade and potential threats to their safety. As the situation worsens, the community turns to their mayor for protection. However, instead of providing effective security measures, the mayor demands increasing funds from the residents in exchange for safety. The mayor's actions reveal a pattern of corruption and incompetence as he prioritizes his own interests over the safety and well-being of the community. His appearance, described as fat-faced and cowardly with a long, trashy gray tail, further underscores his lack of integrity and leadership qualities. The residents of Lincoln find themselves trapped in a cycle of escalating payments for diminishing protection, leading to a loss of trust in their leadership and a growing sense of vulnerability. During a night of celebration, where humans and bondslands gather with their families and friends, tragedy strikes as the Garonsons, an evil faction from Clunson, launch a devastating attack on Lincoln. The once powerful Garonsons are back to their old way of attacking and killing the weak. The shelling results in the deaths of over 100 men, women and children within the walls of Lincoln, leaving the community reeling from the loss and devastation. The residents mourn their loved ones and realize that their once safe haven is no longer secure. Despite the imminent danger and the need to flee, the mayor of Lincoln callously refuses to allow the residents to leave. Instead, he collaborates with the Garonsons, allowing them to establish a military compound within the community's walls. With the people of Lincoln Mayor complicit in their suffering, the residents of Lincoln find themselves trapped in a nightmare scenario. They are forcibly removed from their homes and confined to a camp on the outskirts of the city, with limited supplies and resources. Despite the grim circumstances, the humans and bondslands of Lincoln refuse to surrender to despair. They band together, doing their best to protect themselves and their loved ones from the ongoing threat posed by the Garonsons. In a desperate attempt to fortify their position, the residents construct a small wall around what remains of their community, hoping to ward off further attacks and maintain a semblance of safety amidst the chaos. The deployment of 50 battle-ready Special Ops forces near the city of Clunson marks a significant turning point in the struggle for justice and liberation in the region. Here's how this operation unfolds. The Special Ops forces are strategically deployed near Clunson, with precise intelligence guiding their mission. They are well prepared and equipped to carry out covert operations aimed at disrupting enemy forces and liberating the oppressed inhabitants of the region. The Special Ops forces gather critical intelligence on the location of the humans and the Garonsons' headquarters. This information allows them to plan their operations with precision, ensuring maximum impact and effectiveness. Under the cover of darkness, the Special Ops Forces move swiftly and stealthily through the city of Clunson, utilizing the element of surprise to their advantage. Their goal is to neutralize enemy forces, dismantle key infrastructure, and pave the way for the liberation of the oppressed inhabitants. The Special Ops Forces execute coordinated strikes against enemy targets, including checkpoints, special interest groups, government buildings, and military installations. Their actions are aimed at disrupting enemy operations, crippling their ability to oppress the local population, and paving the way for liberation. The Special Ops Forces execute coordinated strikes against enemy targets, including checkpoints, special interest groups, government buildings, and military installations. Their actions are aimed at disrupting enemy operations, crippling their ability to oppress the local population, and paving the way for liberation. Throughout the operation, the Special Ops Forces employ innovative tactics and deploy unexpected surprises to catch the enemy off guard. These surprises may include diversionary tactics, advanced weaponry, or strategic maneuvers designed to outmaneuver and overwhelm the enemy forces. As the operation unfolds, the Special Ops Forces send a powerful message of solidarity and support to the oppressed inhabitants of the region. Their actions demonstrate that they stand with the humans and against the tyranny of the Garonsons, inspiring hope and courage among the oppressed population. Overall, the deployment of the Special Ops Forces represents a decisive moment in the struggle for freedom and justice. Through their bravery, skill, and determination, they seek to tip the scales in favor of the oppressed inhabitants of Clunson and pave the way for a brighter future of mutual respect, empathy, and peaceful coexistence. With precise coordination and strategic planning, the Special Ops Forces deploy a massive package onto the Lincoln compound. This package likely contains powerful explosives or other destructive elements aimed at neutralizing the enemy threat and liberating the oppressed inhabitants of Lincoln. Following the deployment of the package, the Black Ops ship swiftly activates its afterburners and retreats to safety. From a vantage point below, observers witness the devastating aftermath of the airstrike as the Lincoln compound is engulfed in flames and reduced to rubble. The destruction of the Lincoln compound serves as a powerful symbol of resistance against tyranny and oppression. By eradicating the stronghold of the Garonsons and their collaborators, the Special Ops Forces send a clear message that injustice will not be tolerated, and that the oppressed inhabitants of Lincoln are not alone in their struggle for freedom. Through their decisive actions, the Special Ops Forces demonstrate their unwavering commitment to respecting and defending the dignity and rights of all sentient beings, including humans. By liberating Lincoln from the grip of tyranny, they uphold the fundamental principles of justice, empathy, and mutual respect. Overall, the destruction of the Lincoln compound represents a pivotal moment in the fight for liberation and justice. It is a testament to the courage, resilience, and unwavering determination of those who stand against oppression and tyranny, and a beacon of hope for a brighter future built on the foundations of respect, dignity, and freedom for all.